How do you top your love for your cat? With a cascade of decadent savory gravy over a mouth-watering mousse pâté. Fancy Feast gems. 2 gourmet pâtés in one convenient pack. Simply peel and plate to reveal a pyramid shape that makes eating delightful and pamper her with an experience as extraordinary as she is. Turn the everyday into the extraordinary with Fancy Feast gems.
Finished training for the day? Time to fight post-workout fatigue with Core Power Protein Shakes. They're packed with 26 grams of high-quality protein to build muscle and electrolytes to help hydrate. The nutrition you need to help your body replenish, rebuild, and repair post-workout so you can power on to the next one. Champion your recovery with Core Power. Visit corepower.com to learn more.
All right, listen up, nacho chips. Quiet down, crispy potatoes. This is the moment Velveeta's been preparing you for, and you're not about to crack under pressure. Today's the day to go all in on the drip. Velveeta's Heat and Eat Queso is the MVP of any game day spread, so stick by them, and you'll be golden. Now get out there and make delicious history. No tailgate party is complete without Velveeta.
Have you ever wondered how your body naturally repairs and rejuvenates itself? It all comes down to your stem cells, your body's built-in repair system that renews tissue, restores balance, and helps you feel your best. But by age 30, you have up to 90% fewer stem cells in circulation. That's where Stem Regen comes in. Founded by stem cell scientist and health pioneer Christian Drapeau, Stem Regen products are designed to support your body's natural repair system by using science-backed, plant-based extracts. Just 2 capsules of Stem Regen releases an average of 10 million of your own stem cells into your body. No injections, just 2 capsules. Empower your body to rejuvenate from within, whether you're focused on recovery, longevity, or just overall wellness. Stem Regen can help release more of your health, more life, and more of the best version of you. Try it now at stemregen.co and use code POD15 for 15% off your first order. That's StemRegen, code POD15.
Acast powers the world's best podcasts. Here's a show that we recommend.
Do you like being educated on things that entertain but don't matter? Well, then you need to be listening to the podcast with Knox and Jamie. Every Wednesday, we put together an episode dedicated to delightful idiocy to give your brain a break from all the serious and important stuff.
Whether we're deep diving a classic movie, dissecting the true meanings behind the newest slang, or dunking on our own listeners for their bad takes or cringy stories, we always approach our topics with humor and just a little bit of side-eye, and we end every episode with recommendations on all the best new movies, books, TV shows, or music.
To find out more, just search up the podcast with Knox and Jamie wherever you listen to podcasts and prepare to make Wednesday your new favorite day of the week.
Acast helps creators launch, grow, and monetize their podcasts everywhere. Acast.com.
You guys, welcome to another episode of What's Your Issue? My name is Troy McEady.
And I'm Dara Lane Zussman.
And first of all, we're recording together because I'm in Los Angeles.
I'm sitting right next to you in the flesh
In
on
the
one
flesh.
mic.
Drinking rosé.
Kylie Minogue rosé.
Dara brought over? First of all, let's clink. Dara brought over Kylie Minogue rosé, which I didn't even know was a thing, but I'm even more of a homosexual, which is like a feat. That was like, it's wild.
We're flying high now.
Speaking of flying high and ponytails or whatever.
Gravity,
you know, teased buns. We are talking about something very topical today. Not only are we having an Ariana Grande conversation today.
Wow.
We're having a teen Vogue. Oh, I ruined it.
Oh my God.
I got too excited.
Okay. Troy, what's your issue?
So many things. But my issue today is the February 2014 issue of Teen Vogue featuring none other than our wicked queen, Miss Ariana Grande. She talks about boys, bullies, and her breakout year.
The 3 Bs.
The 3 Bs. Dara, what is your relationship to Teen Vogue? Tell me everything.
Oh my God. Teen Vogue, it's up there like with Nylon for me.
Yeah.
As I would say 2 of my favorite magazines growing up. Teen Vogue had the subscription. I don't know. I loved it a lot. And I was actually thinking about it recently. And I realized that I was reading it way past being a teenager. Not way past, but I was reading it into college. Whereas every other teen magazine, like I had stopped reading it probably even in high school and was switching over to the more adult magazines. But Teen Vogue was the one that I stuck with.
There's a chicness to Teen Vogue that the other teen magazines, like, in my opinion, don't have. Like, there's, I guess probably because it's Vogue. Like, it's still Vogue. Teen People feels very, very, very teenage and very, like, bubblegum and glitter and, like, whatever. What was there? There was, like, Teen L.
Teen L, and that one I think only ran for like 2 years.
Yeah.
But I did enjoy a little Teen L for a while.
Teen L was good. There's never been, like, a teen, like, Harper's Bazaar or anything like that.
No.
There was just something about Teen Vogue that felt like the pinky was still up.
Yeah.
Like, it's like chic. And I think that this magazine finds the perfect mix of, like,
Yes.
being young and still being, like, a reputable, like, fashion magazine.
Well, and I feel like Teen Vogue was also the first teen magazine to say, like, we are actually leaning into feminist topics and we're going to be more progressive and we're going to be political.
Yeah.
And I don't think no other teen magazine was doing that.
I would also say artistically, Teen Vogue had some very underrated photo shoots, great covers. Like, it's a magazine that I know everybody knows existed, but it doesn't get any kind of, like, praise. Like, there are no Teen Vogue covers that you see people, like, repurpose or, like, post on Instagram or, like...
I don't know. I'm trying to think of, like, what are the other covers? Like, a nylon cover is always very iconic.
Right. Always.
What is the difference between the Teen Vogue cover and the nylon cover that we don't have any Teen Vogue iconography?
Well, I feel like Teen Vogue didn't have as strong of an identity to me.
Yeah.
Like, I don't really... Once we get into it, and I do want to talk about this a lot, I will say, like, the culture of this magazine is extremely girl boss vibes. I mean, this is a 2014 issue, so it's peak, like...
Yeah.
Nasty gal culture. Like,
we're Glossier as hell right now.
Yeah. Yeah. Very much that. And a lot of the articles in this magazine are about, like, how to be a girl boss, but also, like, Instagram is, like, becoming something more prominent. So it's kind of like how to take good pictures and, like, how to be a girl boss influencer.
How to be a girl boss in the world.
Yeah. A young girl boss.
God, yeah. That's interesting.
But I am excited to get into, there's some really funny articles in here about, like, how to, like, use Instagram. Like, we're all using filters. Here's how. It's, like, very that.
And they're pushing the Instagram awards.
Oh, my God. I mean, Instagram at this moment in 2014 is, like, we're on, like, the cusp of what I believe is peak Instagram, which is, like, 2016, 15, like, where, like, you have, like, Rihanna and Kylie and, like, Gigi and, like, all of those girls, like, really being, like, Rihanna was, like, on one during this time on Instagram. So, first things first, before we get into any part of this magazine, we obviously have to read our letters to the editor.
Oh, yeah.
Hello.
And Troy, I'm pleased to report we have some international
Oh my God.
letters.
International hotties.
Dear What's Your Issue magazine, I run to the mailbox every week to bask in your insight, wit, and charisma. This is my favorite mag ever since they canceled Elle Girl in 2006. I think Adam Brody was the last cover model. I love Troy from B2B, but so glad to have been introduced to Dara. I listen on Spotify, but downloaded Apple Podcasts to rate this review. Keep up the great work, Christina in Ontario, Canada.
Oh, come on, Canada. Okay, Christina.
Christina,
Thank you, darling.
we love you.
Also, shout out to Elle Girl. Whew. Elle Girl. I forgot. No, yeah, it's not Teen Elle. Elle Girl is, like, I loved.
I loved Elle Girl.
That was a great teen magazine.
Oh, and it's so brief.
Yeah.
I feel like the L Girl cover that I remember most is the Kelly Osbourne one.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know why that one sticks
Oh
out.
my God, yes, for sure. I know exactly what you're talking about. God, you forget that there was like an era of like them trying to turn every magazine possible into a teen magazine. Like that was a literal trend in the magazine culture.
I wonder which one was first.
Yeah, I know. Like if you don't count like Teen Beat and stuff, if you're talking
But like
about
the subsidiary, I don't know if that's the right word, but it sounded good. Of like the major, like a Teen Vogue,
right.
Elle Girl.
Yeah.
What other ones were there?
Teen People.
Teen People. I bet Teen People was the first.
I bet. And it was the best.
Oh, it was so good.
I would venture to say that Teen People is the best teen magazine, but that's just me.
We haven't done it.
I know.
Do you own a Teen People?
I own a lot of them.
I don't have any Teen Peoples.
I got a lot of them. Like I bought like a eBay lot of those and I got like 20 issues.
Daddy, we need to.
Okay.
We need to.
It might happen sooner than y'all think or whatever. So this magazine doesn't really have letters to the editor per se. They have, which we've read these before in other issues, but like they have letters to the editors about previous issues that have come out, like the last week's issue. And what I love is that the previous issue for February of 2014 was Demi Lovato. And I'm just like, I don't think I've ever seen Demi Lovato like as a high fashion girl. Like she's like,
no,
I've never even seen her look like this before.
Is she in like what are those little hats that you wear when you ride a horse?
Yeah, no, literally. It's like it seems very like Ralph Lauren, sort of Marlboro Man vibes. Like it's very like prairie chic. But yeah, so this one is from Vicky Lynn via email. Thank you so much for bringing attention to the important issues of slut shaming. Too many girls simply accept society's criticism of female sexuality rather than realize that these attitudes shouldn't be tolerated. And I'll say for 2014, for a young girl, she's killing it.
That's great. Remember a few episodes ago, many, someone had written in about just how the letters to the editor really encapsulates a moment in time of like, you know, people can study what's going on in the zeitgeist based on letters to the editor. And it really is interesting to read something like this and you're like, yeah, okay, 2014, we're talking about slut shaming. And that is like, now we think of slut shaming. It's like, it's kind of like cliched. Oh, don't slut shame someone.
Right.
The phrase. But in 2014, this was revolutionary, dare I say?
Well, it's interesting because it's like when we talk about like we have this tendency now in our culture to be like, oh, like we would say anything in the early and mid 2000s, you know? And it's like you kind of just assume that we like became woke or something like right as the Me Too movement started, like is when like we like woke up to our language, our harmful language. So it is interesting to see in 2014 like a young girl writing in a letter about slut shaming. Like I don't even remember using a phrase like that back then.
Yeah, I think it does go to show like Teen Vogue was it was ahead of its time.
Yeah.
It was. I do remember really loving it because it was like a really progressive magazine and it was kind of the antithesis to Cosmo Girl.
Oh, wait. Is the Teen Vogue girl the anti-Cosmo girl?
Yeah.
She's the opposite.
She's the opposite. She is, I want real fashion, high class, and I am into politics.
Yeah, it's so true.
And I have a book in my very expensive purse.
Yeah. And I don't like need to train my boyfriend on how to eat in a restaurant. Speaking of, there's another one from an anonymous reader who said, I appreciate that Teen Vogue tackles controversial topics such as slut shaming, but I think you left out an important part of the problem. Some girls try to fight slut shaming by dressing and behaving provocatively, but their misguided activism won't contribute to equality. They're trying to support a good cause and just don't know how. And I think the article could help them. Like,
ooh, and now I know why you're anonymous.
Hello. But that is really progressive and like really cool for like a teen that like We're not used to reading things like that in the magazines that we've covered so far.
No, this is nice. It's a different one.
Yeah, it's like a nice change of pace.
Yes.
Just one more, I guess, from Emma Gayhart via email. She said, I really love seeing the S word. As a young feminist, felt strongly about slut shaming, and I'm very happy that you included this on the article that will educate girls and make people think twice before using that term, even as a joke. Wow.
God, it really is putting me in that time period where it wasn't crazy to just look at a girl and be like, you're a slut, you're a literal hoe bag.
Yep.
And now it's very gauche to speak that way.
Yeah.
But back then it was truly.
Yeah, we said slut.
Point blank. Look a girl in the goddamn eye and you say, you're a slut, you beta.
Hello.
Guy.
Look no further than Stephen Coletti. You're a slut, dancing like a slut. And Kristen's like, I don't care. Dude, literally, I don't care. But no, that was like for those of you who didn't go to high school in the early 2000s, first of all, congratulations.
But was your mental health?
Yeah, like, you're doing well, right?
Or I guess, unless you were going to high school during COVID and it was on Zoom.
Oh, right.
You're probably not doing great either.
Yeah, when your school was fully in quote fingers. We called everybody a slut.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody was a slut. Every girl was a slut. You sleep with too many guys, you're a slut. If you wear something slutty, you're a slut or a hoe. It was just a very, very common thing to say, which is, it's always crazy when a word like drops out of the zeitgeist and you just like kind of you're not conscious of it. Like, you're not like consciously thinking of how often you hear people say the word slut.
With the Sex and the City episode, Are We Sluts?
Are we sluts?
That episode, you watch it, you're like, oh my God, like it seems so out of touch.
Yeah. It's like you're women in your 30s that are single having sex with single men.
Are we sluts?
Are we sluts? And also reality TV. Like, everybody on reality TV said slut.
Oh my God.
Everybody. No matter what network, MTV, Bravo, everybody was calling everybody a slut.
Vanderpump Rules, like when we talked 2014, I mean, they were using hoe bag well. And
oh, yes. One of Katie Maloney's go-to phrases. There's an episode or a season of Big Brother with this woman named Janelle. She's like a Big Brother darling. She's like, has like a record for like competitions or whatever. And she's super athletic, but she's very feminine and really bimbo forward. Blonde, big boobs, but she's like a badass. And that was like what all the women would say in the house. And I got so used to hearing it. And I'll never forget, there was this like kind of like trashy Southern woman that hated Janelle. And she would always say, she knows she's a slut. That's what she knows. She knows she's a freaking little slut. It's like, how are you assessing that? Like, has she had sex in the Big Brother house? Like, what are you?
It is truly an insane word. And it's also, I would say, one of the most beautiful words in the English language. Slut. It rolls off the tongue. It slithers down like Hershey chocolate off the tongue. It's beautiful. And listen, I know the most millennial thing ever is to reclaim the word slut, but it is such a great word, and may we all be slut.
It's ours now, girls.
Okay.
Girl. Let's harden our nipples and get out there. So I would love to send you guys to page 22. I find this to be a real treat. When we do a magazine, they do this with Nylon as well.
Yes.
Where they have a sort of explanation of the cover. They detail what went into it. They have behind the scenes photos of the person getting ready, and what they were like, and what they wanted the shoot to be like. I just love this. This is baby Ariana Grande. I mean, it's 2014, so this is peak.
She is so little.
She's teensy tiny toon little. I have to ask you, what is your relationship to Ariana Grande?
To be honest, listen, I really enjoy her. I remember very, very vividly, her YouTube video of her doing all of the impressions, early YouTube. I feel like that was sort of my first introduction to her as far as, being interested.
Mm-hmm. Listen, I have had a complicated relationship with Ariana Grande. I've had, depending on what version of her we're getting, is where I fall. Sometimes I love her and sometimes I don't. Do I love theater geek? I don't really love, wicked Ariana Grande as much as I love like black Ariana Grande. Like I kind of miss her being a black girl.
I was listening to her on Las Culturistas this past week, and I was like, oh, wait, okay, she really has let go of that.
Oh, it's gone.
I was like, I'm listening to a full-on white girl.
A white woman, yeah.
Great.
She is, like, her... I think maybe even Christina Aguilera's black era lasted long. Like, Ariana's was just like a blip, a flash in the pan.
A poof.
She was a woman of color, and then all of a sudden, she was talking like this, and talking like a princess all the time. And she went from that to like, I remember, I mean, the famous Wendy Williams clip of, or no, wait. Wendy was talking about Christina actually, but it applies.
Wait, what clip is it?
The one where she met Christina Aguilera and she was like, hi, Christina. And she goes, what's up? And then Christina said, is this your seat?
I feel like Christina is still kind of in.
I
think she never fully left.
Well, she's our blue-eyed soul singer, Dara. She can't leave the blues behind. But no, there are versions of Ariana that I love and versions that I'm like not very fond of. My favorite version of her, and you and I have talked about this, I think that inside her is like this very eccentric, weird artist. Like,
Oh my God. I mean, we could like get into my favorite line of the article is, I mean, we can get to it, but she says like, listen, I'll get on Pro Tools. Like,
yeah, she's a dork. Like
she's a dork and she works hard and she she wants to fucking have her little tiny little fingies and everything. She's a perfectionist.
Yeah.
She's a true artist.
Yep.
I feel like she's very Gaga coded in that way.
Mm-hmm. And like Mariah.
Yes, I'm very Mariah.
I mean, my favorite thing about Ariana is that she isn't like, she like got into music because of how much she loves Imogen Heap. She's like a weirdo, like in a fun way. And I just think like one day I think that she'll be able to express her weirdness in a way that's like really authentic. I think that there's been like a back and forth and like a push and pull of like how eccentric she can be, where people expect her to be this like little fuck doll all the time, this like little like baby girl lollipop licking little, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
With the big voice, in the same way that they used to expect Mariah to be like a songbird in a gown. Yeah. And she was like, well, I like rap. I like Old Dirty Bastard. That's actually who I am. I'm not just like a fucking crying, wailing songstress. Like,
and on my own time, I'm putting together like a punk album.
Yeah. I have a grunge band on the side that I'm working on. Like, I very much view Ariana that way, where maybe when she's older, she'll be more free to be like weird. But for those of you who don't know, I've told you this story before, but she worked with Imogen Heap to build, like, Imogen Heap has a patent on this like glove that she invented. It's like a music glove.
Oh, right. Yes, I remember. Okay, yeah.
And it has like lasers on it that point out into the audience. And when you like raise your hand and lower it and move your fingers and stuff, it like changes her voice and plays instruments. Like, it's crazy. It's like very futuristic shit. Like hide and seek, all of those like voice things. Like, she does it with the glove on stage. And she made one for Ariana Grande. And she learned how to use it. And like, if you watch the video on YouTube of her using it, it's so fucking cool. I just think she's like kind of she's not been allowed to be fully herself.
Yeah. I don't know. Is that just like the fucking curse of being a pop star?
I think so.
You don't get to like, if you're a true artist, which I do think she is, you never get to be a true artist if you are kind of unfortunately working for the man.
Yeah. You're making the most marketable sort of like picked apart music.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think it is a curse in a lot of ways, but I have love for Ariana. And I also sometimes I'm like, girl.
Same. But I don't know. That's true of like, I feel that way about Madonna.
Oh,
like, I don't know. That's what makes them interesting. And
I'd rather that than somebody who's like desperate to be perfect all the time.
We won't say who.
Or whatever. Or whatever. If you're interested, during this photo shoot, Ariana Grande's playlist was, speaking of, La Isla Bonita by Madonna, Wrecking Ball by Miley Cyrus, Don't Touch My Tomatoes by Josephine Baker, Give It To You by Robin Thicke, and dance ass remix by Big Sean. Oh, of course, we had to get the Big Sean moment. Oh, of course, because this is still a marketing thing. Hello.
We can never forget.
What do you think about this photo shoot?
Okay, I think it's fine, personally. I think it's very Instagram, this sort of like dialing up of the colors,
Right.
the saturation.
Yeah.
I will say this little headband she's wearing is driving me goddamn nuts because it reminds me so much of, I don't know if you're familiar with these, Troy, but they're like little headbands that you put on when you're washing your face.
Yes.
And that's what it looks like. It's just one of those little like wire headbands.
Yeah.
That looks like bunny ears that you're only supposed to be washing your face with. So I don't know, but I don't love it as a fashion piece.
Do you know that I found out recently that every girl that uses those is using them wrong?
Really?
That the point of them is that you're supposed
to tie up
your
your
hair.
hair. Yeah.
They're not supposed to be bunny ears, but people wear them as bunny ears. I'm like,
Yeah.
that's hilarious.
Because literally, why, like, just put on a headband.
Yeah, there's no function. But no, it does look exactly like that. And I remember during this time, these headbands, like, kind of having a moment. Like, I think Marc Jacobs made some.
Yes.
You know?
Also, what do you think of the hair here? Because I do feel like this sort of poof with the side swept bangs, like, we are on our last legs, I think, kind of with like the poof side sweep.
It's like, it's weird because it's like, I'm trying to think of it during 2014, right?
Yeah.
So at this moment, it would have been crazy to see her without the ponytail.
Yeah.
And I remember, especially at this time, like, she was very adamant on like marketing herself with this ponytail all the time. So it almost feels like a compromise.
Yeah.
It feels like they were like, okay, like, we want to do something different, but still that feels like you.
I feel like this headband was literally the compromise.
Yeah, I agree.
Like framing it away from her face.
For sure. Because one thing she's not going to do is have hair in her face. It's just not an option.
They did her. Okay. Wow. I'm just like picturing what was this day like?
I know.
And they do her hair and like people are talking her off a ledge. Like,
yeah.
No, like, let's just try the hair down. Let's just try the hair down.
Yeah.
They do it. And she's like, no. And then some goddamn gay genius comes in and wraps that around her head and goes, what about that?
Dara, quote, like most celebrities, Ariana Grande has her signature look down pat. But for Teen Vogue, the singer was game to do some beauty experimentation. Hair whiz Teddy Charles transformed Ariana's princess curls into kittenish 60s style inspired by Brigitte Bardot. It says, there was a lot of back combing. Teddy says of the voluminous look, but the real fun began with the makeup tent, where Madonna's greatest hits played full blast. Perhaps it was the Material Girl who inspired beauty pro Tyrone Machausen. No, literally, like, what is this, like Lisa Rinna's beauty person?
Yeah.
To reach for an audacious pink lip color. Ariana was skeptical at first, he admits, so I let her put it on herself, and she liked it instantly. So, yeah, that kind of confirms.
I love just like, and she had to put it on herself.
Yeah.
To make sure, like.
Yeah, it feels very like Amy Winehouse. It does feel very like Brigitte Bardot. And you're right, it's early Instagram. It's like saturation on full, like, it's bright and neon and like it looks like a filter in that way that like all photos looking like they have a filter on them was like so chic and cool.
Yeah. God. And then this picture at the bottom right there.
Oh God.
Where it's so like blown out.
Oh my God. Yes. Instagram used to be so ugly.
So ugly. I was looking through an app for a new therapist, and I was looking at all these different pictures of people, and all the women who had pictures like that, I was like, no. If you cannot take a picture in good lighting in 2024, if you are giving me 2014 Instagram filter, I cannot trust you with my heart and my psyche.
We are clearly two women on a different page, maybe in a different book. We can move on to, so on page 42. So this is titled People Watching, Lucky Strike. It says, it's a good thing that these digital fashionistas are better at blogging than bowling. Between gutter balls at Teen Vogue's AG Jeans Blogger Bowl, they share their social media tips. So I wanted to highlight this page because it really leans into what we were talking about earlier. Like, this magazine exists in this time where like being a blogger is like a new job.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, who better to talk about that with than like young girls that are like using Instagram?
Yeah.
So like literally this whole article is about teaching young girls how to take Instagram pictures and how to blog.
Well, I also think it's crazy to read this and realize like, okay, so this is like full blogging era. People are making it a job. Then that falls away. And I feel like we, in a mere 10 years, we are already on the cusp of the next like blogging generation with Substack.
Yeah, totally.
Like we're already back.
Totally. Oh, it's so interesting. Well, blogging is fun.
I fucking love blogs.
I love it. I loved making them. I loved reading them.
Yeah. Do you want to know what my blog was called?
Tell me immediately.
It is the most 2013. It was called Brunch for Every Meal.
What was the vibe or the content?
It was like I want it to be cupcakes and cashmere plus bunny.
Okay.
So, but it wasn't, I'd never quite accomplished that, but I would do like, I'm making a drink. It's a Kalamado that I learned from Caroline Manzo on Real Housewives of New Jersey. It's Coke and it's red wine. Yeah.
That is hilarious. I would actually love to know from people listening to this, like, what were your failed blog names and like your failed blog attempts? Because if you're a millennial, we definitely had this idea because of people like Perez Hilton.
Yes.
And then a little later, people like Lena Dunham, where we were like, we could just become rich and famous from blogging.
Like literally.
Like if it's interesting enough, we could get an HBO show.
And like little did we know, Lena Dunham was a part of like New York City glitterati.
Yeah, like her parents are wealthy artists.
Yeah.
I was more in the vein of, I was like, I could be Perez Hilton.
I thought I could be like a cupcake. Yeah, like a cupcakes and cashmere, but funny, like
1000%. I was like, I'm going to be a person who like goes to the coffee shop and like I bring my computer and I'm like, quote, working. Like, that's so novel. Like, that's such a normal thing now. But at the time, it was so like, it was so cool.
It was so cool. And oh God, and you just like take your picture. There's no video at this point. We're not doing video. It's so much easier.
Yeah.
We're just taking our little pictures.
Yes.
Oh,
like holding your Starbucks cup, your MacBook. I just have to read. So they have all these like all these bloggers, these like cool Tumblr-y internet girls that are like doing the damn thing. And they have all these like quotes, or they're like quotes like telling you how to be a better blogger and like how to be a better Instagrammer. And I love this one is from Laura Elner, who is @OnTheRocks. I don't know if she still has that handle. But she said, nobody wants their Instagram feed bombarded by one person. Wait 30 minutes to an hour at least to post. Then you won't overwhelm your followers. Also, don't focus on how many page views you're getting. It doesn't always have to be rainbows and butterflies. Honesty in a post is refreshing.
Oh my God. Wait, I just realized this is like a pre-algorithm world.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
This is...
And that's the difference, baby.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, when we can vlog with an algorithm.
Mm-hmm. We were out there fighting for our lives, and any person that found you, it was like they authentically found you.
They really did. Oh,
I know. Natalie and Delana Suarez. Hello. I've had wine. Natalie said, don't take yourself too seriously. It's easy to fall into the trap of trying too hard for perfection. And then Dylan said, don't overthink things. I used to feel like I was dressing just for the blog. And that can be stressful and frustrating. And much too contrived.
Oh, we didn't know what was about to happen to us as a society.
These poor things, these poor naive girls.
Oh my God. Bonnie Barton gorgeous name. She says, it's great to step out of your comfort zone and do a blog or Instagram post that is completely different from what you may normally do while still staying true to your aesthetic. It is like, God, you could not apply any of this
at all.
She's social media today.
It's so funny. Erica Lavalent and David Penna. David said, snap unique details about wherever you are that give people a behind-the-scenes look. Engage readers as if you're already in the middle of a conversation. The interaction should feel casual, broken in, familiar. It's not about trends and doing what's by the book. Cool. It's about being yourself. It's like, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. So be yourself and be cool. Cool.
Also, this one really wouldn't work today. Jessica Sturdy at Bows and Sequins. It's important to remember quality over quantity when you're live Instagramming an event. If you can tell the story with one great photo, why post 3? Great question. But in the world of the algorithm, it's like, well, actually, you're going to need 2 carousels a week, 1 still image, 3x5, 2 reel.
And this is pre-actual Instagram Live. So the fact that she even used that term
is insane.
Is actually crazy. This is pre-carousel. This means if you are Instagramming an event for like blogging, you're just posting a bunch of pictures on your feed individually all night. Like,
oh my God.
You can't even wrap my head around it. I love it though. Like, it's so, I don't know.
Sweet.
It is. There is a sweetness to it. It's like people being excited for this idea of like a new career path and like,
yeah,
you know, these are now cringy, chuggy millennials in real life.
Hell yeah.
They're people who TikTok makes fun of, but they laid the groundwork for.
And we must respect them.
Yeah,
I guess we are 2 millennials. I will not call us cheeky, but they deserve a little respect on their names. They were trailblazers.
They are absolutely. And
we lived through 9/11.
Hello.
Hello. And you know, the crash of 2008. We know we're doing our best.
We all graduated college into into a Great Depression 2.0.
And look at all of these skinny jeans.
Oh,
every single person is wearing just the skinniest jean. We didn't have any options for jeans unless they were so tight to your ankles.
And I look at this and I think it's like I can put myself back there, and I'm like chic. Like, I would have looked at these outfits. There's one where Laura Elner is wearing the skinniest little skinny jeans ever. She's got her shirt tied around her waist. The quintessential like sailor style striped shirt with
I had 20 of those.
Oh my God. I'm
20.
And then she's wearing a big giant Nicole Richie like House of Harlow vibes hat. Like, these are all like Urban Outfitters girls.
You guys don't even understand, Gen Z, what it was like to be drunk and have to get your skinny jeans off your goddamn legs at the end of the night.
Dara, the amount of like girls that I have helped unpaint jeans from their fucking thighs and ass. And I'm like, girl, like, how have you been partying in these fucking pants all night? And they don't even stretch. And they're like, wait, help me. They're like jumping and shit.
The amount of times you, like, as a woman of that era, to have jeans like pulled off of your ankles in a bed and like your legs are like splayed to the sky. You have either have your legs to the sky or you have held a girl's legs trying to get those.
Yeah, and you can I can like hear the sound of it. It's like actually insane. Like, we were really fighting for our lives to get into these skinny jeans and thinking that we were like edgy punk rockers with our jeans from PacSun. Oh, so I direct all of you to page 94, which is our cover story, Miss Ariana Grande. Dara, what did you think about this article?
I really enjoyed it. I thought it was like a nice little insight into Ariana. I don't know. I don't think it was like as revealing as some of the other cover stories that we've read. I felt like it was very her people like keeping control of things.
Yeah, it was a very, very, very PR trained interview, and a very it's the kind of interview that is like it's like created to push a public narrative about a famous person, like to create, to help craft an idea. Like, she's a newer artist at this time, and I feel like there was a lot of emphasis on the fact that like she is the new voice.
Yes.
There's like, in the same way that like Whitney and Mariah were talked about when they were young girls, like the voice. They're really pushing for Ariana to be considered this generation's voice.
Yeah.
This idea that she is the new Mariah, she is the new Whitney Houston. She's not just like a pop star. She writes her songs, like, and even in the title, it says The Voice. Ariana Grande has blown up as the girl with the powerhouse pipes. She's a triple threat actress, singer, and songwriter. She gets honest about her crazy, charmed life. So they're always pushing the narrative that like she's writing this music.
Yeah.
She's in the studio. She's a real artist.
I do find it interesting how much it's pushed of like, oh, you're a real artist if you are writing your own songs.
Yeah.
Which
I know.
I mean, I guess yes, that is more impressive, of course, but I don't know. To me, and it's kind of like if you're like a really great singer, you also have to be a really great songwriter. Like I don't know.
It's brainwashing.
Yeah. Like the way with Ashley Simpson, it was like, no, she's different because she writes her own music.
Right.
And it's like, no.
Like Avril.
Like, I don't know. I find that it's like girls can read too.
No, it's reductive.
Yes.
It's like, okay, like it's an amazing skill to have, but it's not a requirement to me. And there are people who are literally their careers to write songs. Like Diane Warren doesn't sing.
Yeah.
And that's the point. Like, it's like how Mariah Carey can like produce her own music. It's like, that's amazing. It's crazy. But if she couldn't, I would still think she was talented.
Yeah.
I wouldn't think she wasn't an artist.
And we never hear that conversation with male artists of any sort.
No. I don't even remember the last time I heard somebody say like, oh, did he write this?
Yeah.
I don't even know if I've ever heard somebody.
I don't think I've ever heard that in my life.
Yeah.
Well, and that's patriarchy.
Hello. And also to add on that, like the idea that like anything that a woman sings has to be like biographical, like about her life or whatever. It's like, can't she just like sing a song about a breakup or something, but like not be getting broken up with?
Yeah. Isn't it just fun to maybe get yourself into like a storytelling vibe of, oh, in this song I'm singing about a breakup and I haven't gone through that. Like, I don't know. Joke Theme is a fun song to sing no matter whether you've had a man stolen from you or not.
Right. Exactly. And it's very like perfect example actually, because then when Beyonce remade it, everybody was like, this is her like response to Jay-Z. It's like, or maybe she just loves Jolene.
A canonically great song.
Yeah. Like that shit actually does drive me insane because I just don't understand. And then there's like the other extreme where it's like a lot of these artists are lying about writing songs.
Yeah.
And there's like drama around that where sometimes they'll get exposed, and it's like I remember Avril's writing partners that L.A. Reid like paired her with when she was literally 15 were like, well, we helped way more than she let on. And they were like really mad at her. And they were like, well, we helped write some of those songs. And it's like, first of all, she was a 15-year-old girl. So as songwriters, I would assume you would have some input, you fucking douchebags. And also, who cares?
Literally, it is just, I don't know. It's something very specific towards women. And it's almost like, can you believe girls can read? Honestly, like I really do feel like that is like deep down part of it. It's like girls can like put pen to paper. They're too stupid. Like I don't know what else it can be than like the surprise of being able to do something just like specifically intelligent.
Yeah, I 100% agree. And now I guess it's a little like back in the day, it was like there was this idea that you're either a real pop artist or you're like a Britney. Like, or you're a Britney who isn't an artist at all. You're Pink. Who, for whatever reason, because she like presents more masculine. She's an artist and she's a real rock star. And
because she's a cool girl who also made fun of them. That was how you get ahead of it. It was to be like, no, these girls are stupid. Them a real bitch or something.
For sure. She's the anti-Britney. She actually can sing. She actually isn't that.
And she eats.
Yeah, oh my God. She actually eats food. Like, she's not like super skinny. So shut the fuck up, very
And
fast.
she likes to wear clothes.
Yeah. She actually wears clothes out in public. Like, I'm like a slut. Slut.
Hello, fucking Lady Godiva over here.
I can't laugh yet. I'm still too sick. There's another thing that I wanted to, like, I guess mention about this article is, like, it's very... I always find it fascinating in these early parts of, like, a female pop star's career, I guess male too, where they're world building, right?
Yes. Oh my God.
They're building this idea of who she is.
The mythology.
I always say you cannot be an icon without a backstory. People will not connect to you unless they know that where you grew up, how you grew up, if you were poor, if you were penny, you know.
That is something that, Troy, that is something to take to the bank.
So I write it down. It's true though. Like people need, and I always say, like, you know, the backstories are never 100% true. They're always there's like lies, and then there's things that are like kind of edges being softened.
Yeah.
And, you know, like even in the Rolling Stone issue that we did with Jessica, it's like they have to be constantly pushing this, like, she was a church-going girl, grew up in the South. Like,
her boobs were so big that they wouldn't let her sing. Like, he wouldn't let her be a Christian singer because those big, heavy naturals.
Not her heavy but it's true. And like everybody knows their favorite artist's rags to riches story. We know that Lady Gaga was performing Go-Go in New York with Lady Starlight and all of that.
And Madonna like moved to New York and she was like sleeping on bench
with 25 cents in her pocket, and she said, "Take me to the city." You know, we know that Britney was rolling coins to get stuff from the Piggly Wiggly to wear or whatever. Like, we know. So they're world building for Ariana because she's a new artist. So this is just a little section of it. It says, like all good overnight success stories, there was nothing genuinely overnight about Ariana's fame. When Nickelodeon's Victorious was canceled after 3 seasons, Ariana despaired. However, her character, Kat, was given her own spinoff show, Before Yours Truly. Soaring Ballads established Ariana as a legitimate artist with well-earned comparisons to Mariah Carey. Ariana watched as a bubblegum pop single she'd recorded came and went. At every step, she held tight to her dreams. You know, it's like really...
Oh my God.
It's like almost the most important thing about pop artists, but we like don't ever talk about it because we're so used to being inundated with like their rags to riches stories.
Yeah. I feel like she does have a tough one in terms of lore as a child star. It's a little bit...
Yeah. It's
not the same sort of child star as Britney, where it's a little more, I don't know, scrappy.
And like classic.
This is, it kind of just starts with like, you were on Victorious.
Yeah. Hers is a little, because it's not rags to riches at all.
No.
It's a wealthy girl from Boca who was given every opportunity.
Who was just incredibly talented.
Yeah.
It's like, here you go.
Yeah. I mean,
it's to the city.
It like had a family that was willing to put a lot of money towards any dream she had. And
I mean, she's a gay brother. How much more privilege can you have?
Hello. She won the lottery, the genetics lottery. But yeah, like you said, this isn't like a revealing interview by any means. It's just to help create an icon.
I guess all of these teen magazines, I'm realizing, like, you're not going to really get anything that interesting out of it. It's never going to be a Vanity Fair or a New York Magazine. Like, these are not journalists writing. I'm not saying they're not journalists, but like that's not what they're aiming to do.
Right.
To create a story, a moment. It's just like PR.
Yeah, it's PR.
And we love PR.
Yeah, there's a space for that. It's like, There's nothing wrong with it. It's just,
It's not as juicy. You're not going to find your like iconic moments.
yeah, it's not a Rolling Stone interview. It's not a Blender interview. It's meant to create fandom and like create stands and like, have young girls feel like they relate or whatever. But yeah, you're right though. Her origin story is a little more complicated. She was wealthy. She came from Nickelodeon and like now, and it's weird that like her as this like extremely successful pop star, one of the biggest in the whole world, has this history with this network and she's on camera doing all of these kind of like gross things. And now everybody knows about Dan.
Yeah.
So it's like she can't even really talk a lot about her comeuppance. Like she can't even.
But it hasn't hurt her in an assertive way. I feel like she's someone who has transcended the need for a backstory because she has created so much of a lore around her just like being famous.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like being in relationships and stuff.
Yeah. Like now it's like, who cares about where she came from?
Yes.
We're living the moment, baby.
Totally. And we know that she's a lady who likes to shapeshift. So I think once she's done with an altar, that altar's dead.
I fucking love it.
Yeah, she's like, my black altar, gone. My Latin altar, dead. Asian was only here for a few months, gone. Now she's like a Broadway baby.
And honestly, that's who she was always meant to be.
Totally.
And she's a horror queen.
She is. She is. I actually think that Ariana and I would like have a fun little kiki together.
I think you would.
I really do.
For sure.
I'd get her high and be like, so, what's with that goddamn ponytail?
Who's all that?
You wouldn't wear your hair down and not being photographed on one side. Yeah, I think we would have a fun little moment. I don't really have a lot more to say about this cover story, to be honest with you.
I don't either. Yeah, I guess like the most important thing I took from it was that she knows how to use Pro Tools.
Yes. And you know what? If I was a young girl trying to make it as a pop star and I had those skills, I'd be like, yeah, let them know.
Let them
put it in every fucking article.
Every article.
I know how to use Pro Tools. I know how to produce. I know how to layer. And she has like a natural gift. It's like, yes, of course, she went to like a really great school, and all those things. Like she's a performing arts kid, but she has a natural ability to like see music.
Listen, it's not her fault that she's privileged.
No, she used her privilege in a way that you would hope. She has talent. So it's like, it's not like she's Brooklyn Beckham. Like, no, trying to figure out what her thing's going to be. She like can sing her ass off and they used it in the way that you should.
I love her. You know who else loves her? My dad.
Really?
Oh my God. I feel like he doesn't know any of her music really, but anytime she's on SNL, he's like, Ariana Grande, her impressions. Oh my God, she's so talented. That she could sing and those impressions.
I will say older people do love her because she's so good at being like a late night celebrity.
Yes.
She's so good at being on like Fallon and Kimmel and SNL. Like she's great at appealing to people who don't necessarily know her for Thank You Next.
Yep.
But they still like her.
I bet she is so good with her boyfriend's in-laws. Oh, can you imagine how she is with parents?
I brought you a bottle of wine. She's like so like twee. She's like,
oh my God, Mrs. Miller, what a beautiful house you keep.
I've spilled. I'm sorry. Which is a lot different than when she was going to Big Sean's house. Meeting Big Sean's family, she was a different girl.
I don't want to know what it's like.
She was giving ex Ariana. She said, what's up?
I pray that she was like, actually, I'm going to sit back, bite on this one, but no, I feel like she was.
No, she did not do that. She brought potato salad and said, hey, turn up. We can move on. This issue is interesting because it doesn't really have a lot of like fun ads. It's a lot of like you'll find with the, the fashion magazine, there's like Maybelline ads and like,
tons of ads. There's hardly any in this.
There's barely any ads except for like a Maybelline like mascara or something. But what they do have is an entire section. And when I say section, I mean probably 8 pages.
A mini magazine.
It's a mini magazine. It's the zine in the magazine titled Prom Rules. And it says, rule your prom moment with our guide to all things prom. And it's just page after page after page. And it literally is titled, which I've never seen, Special Edition, a special advertising section.
Oh my God.
So it's like a real dedication to prom dresses from different places, including Giovanni, which I'm feeling.
I will say this. When Giovanni was on Housewives, when they brought it all up, I remember the talk was like, do you know what Giovanni is? Like, no one knew what Giovanni was.
Mhm.
And I remember being like, of course I know what Giovanni is because of prom.
Yes.
And I knew like Giovanni was embarrassing because it was cool as a prom dress because it was like top tier expensive prom dress.
At Dillard's.
At Dillard's. It's like, okay, you're getting your $400 prom dress.
Yeah.
But I knew also that like a 50-year-old woman wearing like that's not cool.
Right. Yeah.
It's a prom dress.
It was a very interesting brand to become such an integral part of Housewives.
And honestly, it's the reason why Housewives is so beautiful.
Yeah.
It could have been any other brand. Giovanni, like this silly, it's a prom dress brand.
It's literally like as if Jessica McClintock had like a moment on New York, and then Luann wrote a song called "Feeling Jessica McClintock."
It's literally, it's prom and it's pageant.
Yeah, oh my God, I would even say it's more
pageant. It's Miss USA. It's
Miss like teen whatever.
Miss Teen whatever.
It's interesting, but I will say, so we were talking before I clicked record just now about prom, and Dara asked if people still care about prom. And I will tell you, I am in prom TikTok. Like, the algorithm is so strong that I'm still on it even now. Like, I still see those videos pop up.
Troy, I need to get out of colon cancer TikTok and into prom.
Do you guys, Dara is on Bean TikTok right now. Like, literally, she's on like fiber and like legume TikTok. So we thought,
need to get out. Like, I've tried to like feed the algorithm other things, and they're like, no, legumes.
I'm like, last night when we were really drunk, we had like a whole thing. She like really scolded me about getting my fiber and my beans. And I was like, I swear I'm eating beans. I do. I eat kidneys, black beans, all kinds. But no, I'm on prom TikTok. And I will tell you, not only do people care about prom. So do you remember when we were in high school, like, what were they called? Like those, like on Laguna when they would do those theatrical, like ask your girl to prom things.
Yes.
So I know that they still do that, but the new thing is prom reveals.
What?
People, when I tell you they rent cars, they hire film crews, they have hair and makeup. Of course, that's prom, but like they have a whole team.
Okay, this makes sense.
And they do productions for a reveal, especially in the Black community. Like the Black girls, head to toe, fucking insane custom made dresses with their boys wearing like custom suits to match the custom dress. Like they'll have like a NASCAR themed fucking prom dress that's like custom. And they have like a whole, it's like there's a music cue and the whole family and friends, it's like a whole thing.
Wow. I mean, I guess, okay, it makes complete sense within our culture now. Like, of course it's going, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. It's fun. Like I'm like into it. I think it's really fun and like, you know, it's just goofy.
It is really goofy. All I can think about is the red carpet at my prom where one of my classmates had a 50-year-old husband that she married on her 18th birthday. He walked her down the red carpet at our prom.
They allowed that?
It was the talk of prom.
The teachers allowed that?
The teachers were extremely upset about it. And I was like, you know, like I came to prom late with my gay date and left early. Was out early. I was sitting with my English teacher and my gay English teacher, and he's like, there's literally nothing we can do. Like, we've talked to the administration and we're so uncomfortable by it. And it was literally this girl they got married on her 18th birthday. He was like 50 years old.
Oh my God.
And he was in his like military formals, and they walked down the red carpet together. And it was,
I wonder if they're together.
they're not anymore.
Wow. That must be such a weird thing for her to. Ugh.
It was wild.
How do you tell people that you did that?
Well, she had gotten expelled from the neighboring school because he was her teacher. So he got fired, she got expelled. And then halfway through senior year, she came into my English class. And we're like, who's this girl? Why is she wearing a wedding ring? And
What in the 90s Lifetime movies for women are you saying?
I know.
Oh my God, that's controversial.
And she beat me out for Rizzo in our senior production of Grease. And I will say that was because I had just been cast as Sharpay in high school.
For the best. By the way, for the best. Just like, let's be honest, that was shepherding. That was God shepherding you.
Sorry. Bring up prom. I don't even know. Only thing I could think of.
I don't even know what to say. I was the gay date to my friend. Said we just had a real kind of chill, simple kind of night. There were no child brides. That's actually insane. And the thought of like teachers having to watch a young girl fucking bump and grind with an old man at a prom.
He looked like the fucking crypt keeper. Like, he looked older than my parents.
How could you confidently go to prom at 50? Like, prom. It's not it's prom. I can't. I actually can't with that. I like add her on Facebook. But no, so like what I love about this is that it's not just so they're basically highlighting like all of the different places where you could get a dress.
Yes.
So Giovanni is just like one of them. But there's also David's Bridal, of course, has their moment.
David's Bridal, I feel like, was the biggest.
Mm-hmm.
Just because it was a national chain.
Totally. And like known for being kind of like cost effective. Like,
yeah,
a teenager could go there and like get something.
I will say the closest, I'm looking through all of these, what was the closest to my prom dress?
Mm-hmm.
And I would say the closest is Tirani Couture.
I knew it was going to be Tirani. I knew it.
But mine was lime green.
You said 365 Potty Girl.
Uh-huh.
Babanat.
I was full brat.
You said, should we have another line? Should we do another key? I love that. And I also love, I love a young girl who is not afraid to be a little slutty at prom. I think
Hell
that's
yeah.
so fucking yes. Like,
Hell yeah.
there's one by a brand, Le Femme.
Le Femme.
And it's a stripper dress. Like, it's a strapless.
Yeah.
And it has all these cutouts on the side. And this is like before this would have been extremely edgy at the time.
Huge. And I do remember this vibe of prom because I used to get prom dress magazines, like prom, like it's your teen prom, Teen Vogue prom, whatever. And it was literally just a full book of ads and then like a couple like quizzes, like what kind of prom girl are you? But really you're just influencing to girls.
Yeah.
And I remember there would always be the super, super slutty dresses. And I don't think I ever saw someone in real life wearing one.
The girls at my school would go full high horror.
I love that.
Yeah. The girls at my school went high. I mean, like, we were a very, I'll say sex positive high school.
I love that.
So, you know how I always say, like, every school has their, like, thing. Like, some schools are, like, druggy schools.
Mm-hmm.
Some schools are, like, full of alcoholic kids.
Yeah.
We were a sex school.
I love that.
So we was all thinking and like being extremely experimental for like young people.
Gorgeous. I am so into that.
Dara, it was like Degrassi. Like, we literally had a sex tape scandal at our school.
Troy.
We had a sex tape that my friends were in, underage, go around the school an actual physical copy of like a sex tape.
This
And
is
police
the
got involved.
thing I've ever heard in my goddamn life.
All of my friends would have sex at school. Everybody fucked at school. On the stairs, in the bathrooms, in the basement, in the gym,
Oh my.
on the stage, in the theater. I mean, it was like a fucking school. But yeah, these are all just like, some of these are actually kind of chic. I'm going to be honest. And then some are horrifying.
I mean, I will say all of them seem completely out of touch. I will say, I don't think any, like, even some of these that I'm like, oh, like, I like them or I would have worn them then.
Yeah.
I can't picture anyone wearing them today, except for maybe the slutty one.
They feel dated. They feel a lot of them feel much older than
Very
theirs.
old.
Like there's one by a brand called Excite.
Oh, I remember. Excite was like the sluttier brand. I remember.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
These are like they give like, what's her name from Real Housewives of Beverly? They like Sutton dresses.
They're Sutton dresses.
Like Sutton would wear these to a dance recital or to the opera. Like this is like very Sutton. Like not for a young girl.
These are pageant dresses.
Yeah, for sure. They're definitely pageant gowns. Now I will say Shimmer is kind of giving for me. Like I kind of love the brand Shimmer.
I do like that. But I don't know, are people wearing this formal of a dress at prom anymore?
I think people are way more playful now with the dresses.
Yes, because when I went to prom, there were no short dresses. You could not wear a cocktail dress to prom. And I feel like that's pretty normal now to wear like a cute little cocktail flirty dress. That would be way underdressing.
For me, I remember the prom trend at our school and like at the time being the two-piece.
Oh, yeah.
The corset top.
Yeah.
The long, like a Taylor Swift style vibe you kind of had.
Mm-hmm.
The long skirt. That was like huge. Because that was like before we were really bearing midriff again.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Like that wasn't really in style yet again. It was just like a weird thing to be like, oh, that girl's just like showing her belly. Like that wasn't like a thing. So then when those prom dresses became cool, that was like really, and they were like somehow still appropriate so you could wear them and like feel sexy but not get in trouble.
Yeah. And it was like, it was like playful, girly, like Sheena Shea's wedding dress.
No, like literally Sheena Shea's wedding dress was like my high school prom's like vibe for real.
Yeah. Mine was more just like these. It was like, I think everyone was going to Macy's.
Yeah.
Very much.
For sure. Macy's, Dillard's, at the time, Kaufman's.
Mm-hmm.
And there's another brand, Night Moves by Allure. I'm like,
that is the most like cachet Verash.
It is so cachet.
I love
cachet. Oh my God, I love a cachet woman. This is also very like Lala Kent.
Oh, it is. It is. I mean, God, actually just going through all of these pages, I can just like, I don't know, I can feel the chicken cutlets, little bra sticking to my little
little naturals. Also, I'm really happy because it's 2014. I was looking for a high-low, and there's only one.
There's only one.
But we know better, and we know that 2014 was the era of the high-low, or what did they call it? Like shark something? Like shark bite dress or shark something. You know what I'm talking about?
No, I just called it like a high-low.
Wait, let me look it up. There was like a name for it. This is one thing that I'll never, like, it doesn't matter how much time passes. I will literally always hate this. I hated it then.
It's bad.
And I hate it now. I hate a high-low.
Make a decision.
No, like, are you showing leg or nah, girl? Ugh.
What do you think you're doing? Just have a slit.
Please just have a slit. It's so much more chic. To have a short cocktail dress and then for it to randomly have a tail?
A tail? For what?
I don't understand.
Yeah, and that is the only dress amongst all of these that feels actually 2014.
I agree.
Everything else feels to me like 2007.
I 100% agree. And I guess there is a level, this is actually kind of chic.
I like that.
There's a level of like, if it ain't broke when it comes to prom dresses also. Like, they're sort of always the same, to be honest. Like,
yeah.
I don't think much about them has changed that much. Not really. Like, they're kind of always baggy and...
I'm just going to look up 2024
Yeah.
prom dresses.
Oh, yeah, they're chic.
Sherry Hill. I remember Sherry Hill was a big one. It was like Giovanni-esque.
I'm not going to lie. These are all chic. Like, for Love and Lemons, like, we have some Revolve, ASOS.
Oh, God. I bet I would have killed for a Love and Lemons prom dress.
Hey, we talk. I mean, I was literally just going to say that. I love Teen Vogue. It's not deep. It's just aesthetics.
Mm-hmm.
It is... You're not reading this to get some deep insight about whatever. Like, you know, it's just aesthetics and lip gloss and nail polish and mascara and dresses and teased hair. And, like, it's just fun. And it's not my favorite of the teen spinoffs by any means.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't even come close. But I enjoyed this. Like, I like this way more than Cosmo Girl.
Oh, yeah. The 24, I would love to revisit an earlier Teen Vogue, like one of the ones that I would have read, because by 2014, I'm not reading Teen Vogue anymore. So I would like to peruse an older one that I have maybe more nostalgia for, because going through it, I was like, oh, I remember feeling like this was meatier.
Yeah, it was really short. It's a short magazine.
Very short. But I think also with magazines, like, there's some issues where it's like thick and you've got a lot going on, and others that are thin and not much.
Not giving, yeah.
Not giving. And that's not necessarily indicative of whether the magazine's good or not.
Totally, that's so true.
And I could forget about that part of getting a magazine where you get one and you're like, oh, this wasn't there. I didn't really find anything.
Yeah, it was like fine.
It was fine.
Yeah.
I'm glad I got it because I look forward to it, but there wasn't an article I cared about or whatever.
Right. Well, thank you guys for listening. This was like a super fun one to do. Now I'm like want to go to prom.
I know. Oh.
Well, we love you guys very, very, very much.
So much.
So much. Make sure to check us out on Patreon. If you want to look at this magazine and look at these prom dresses. It's a very high quality, gorgeous issue, so you'll want to see it. Yeah.
I mean, I guess we have to go see Paris Hilton.
We're going to see Paris and Nicole right now. Like, actually, literally, like, I gotta get dressed and we gotta go. So I'm, like, very excited. We'll report back. Bye.
Bye.
Acast powers the world's best podcasts. Here's a show that we recommend.
This season on The Dream.
Supplies are being provided by nurses who run out in the middle of the night and purchase diapers. But the hospital is still charging as if they still have these items.
We are digging into every topic we've ever wanted to cover on this show.
It's a spinning plate analogy. The second that you stop spinning those plates, that crashes. So you can never stop working.
The Dream Season 4 comes at you weekly starting Monday, January 20th.
Acast helps creators launch, grow, and monetize their podcasts everywhere. Acast.com.